welcome back. Today's video is going to be on this look right here. It's going to be a talk through, get ready with me using a bunch of different products that I haven't used on camera just yet. And a lot of these products I have used off camera, but I wanted to use them on camera so you guys can see how they are, how they work for me, my thoughts on them, things like that. I'll be using the famous Violet Voss in collab with LauraLee palette. Super excited to show you guys the palette and how it looks on my eyes. So this is the look I came up with. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so we are just gonna ignore my crazy hair today because it's just one of those days where you just don't feel like doing your hair. So I've already started by applying the foundation, and I just decided to skip over that because you guys have seen me apply my foundation a billion times. And I used the TooFaced Born This Way foundation today and blended it in with the M439, which I haven't used in a while. I've been using my beauty blender a lot, so I started using the M439 for today's foundation. I'm going to start off the eyes, and I'm going to be using stuff that I haven't used on camera, but I've already started using them, and I'm starting to like them. For the eyes, I am going to be using the UrbanDecay Primer Potion in the shade Eden. Now, I've been ride or die with the original primer potion, so I wanted to try this one out because I saw another YouTuber use it. Alright, so the UrbanDecay Primer Potion in Eden has a shade to it where it's nude, and it just cancels out and blanks out all the veins and the discolorations and the darkness that we've got going on the lids, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply some of this. The original primer potion is the only one that doesn't crease on me after so many primers that I've tried. But I wanted a primer that had the nude tone to it so that it canceled out and blanked out. And it's amazing. I love this primer potion. It's just so amazing. It cancels out all of my discoloration, my veins, darkness, you name it, it'll cover it. Now for today, I'm going to be playing with the Violet Voss in collab with LauraLee palette. I haven't even used this on camera, but I have been using it almost every single day since I got it. I originally wasn't going to buy this, but then the colors are what sold me, so I was like, you know what? I want it. I'm going to have it. It'll be mine. And I bought it. And this one actually is going to come out again. It went out of stock, I think, for like the second or third time, but they're going to bring it back. But I'm just so in love with the shades, especially the ones here in this corner over here. Like when I want more of an intense, bold look. I mean, you can just go in with any colors that you see that are more intense, but I love these. I love the warm orangey base tone shades. To set this primer in place, if it's tacky at all, I'm just going to go ahead and take basic first. I'm just going to set the primer in place in the crease and the brow bone. I actually didn't know what to film today. I haven't filmed a makeup look in a while, so yeah, I'm slacking. Alright, first shade I'm going to take is my transition shade, and I'm going to be taking Priss Pot, which is this one right here. It's a very light, peachy, orangey kind of shade, and I'm just going to blend that all over the crease. I've been noticing a lot of people are saying that the matte shades aren't all that, but I mean, I think they're good. In my opinion, that's just my opinion. I'm going to take Mama Bird first, which is this one. Whoop, can't see it. Mama Bird, and then I'm taking Ragamuffin to darken up the outer corner of the crease. Now, one thing I noticed about these shadows, there is some fallout when you dip your brush into it. I do kind of beat my brush into the shadow, but I mean, the fallout doesn't really bother me, but you do want to tap your brush before you go in, just because you might get some fallout all over your face if you're not careful. Now taking the same brush and taking Ragamuffin, which is a tad bit darker than Mama Bird, and darkening the outer corner. Going back in with a clean blending brush and just blending out all of the edges just to make sure it's nice and clean on the top. Now for the lid shade, I am going to be taking 1988, which is this one right Where's that? Right here. This one right here. Now, when it comes to the foiled shadows, because I noticed that with the foiled shadows, they're very creamy when you touch them. You can apply these with a brush, but I realized that you have to apply these with a nice, packed, dense, synthetic brush, kind of like a flat shader brush, and I recommend the brushes by Sigma, the Firm Shader E57, or my other favorite brush, if I could find it, is called this flat shader brush by Sigma. Also, it is the cream color. This one is made for cream colored shadows, which I think is perfect for these kind of foil shadows. But if you don't have these brushes, that's okay. You can even go in with your fingers, because I think that's a lot easier that way to avoid getting fallout from these foiled shades, which I've noticed also. I noticed that when I take it with a brush, it kind of chunks off a little bit if you take too much on the brush, so you just have to be careful how much you pack on the brush. How many times can I say the word brush? So I'm going to start off with my brush and just apply a little bit at a time, and then I'll probably go in and intensify it with my finger. Sometimes I like to go and tap, tap, tap. Alright, so I went in with the same color and with my finger and pressed a little bit more on the lid just to intensify the shade. Moving on to the outer corner, I just want to deepen it up a little bit. So I'm going to take the shade Alabama, which is this one right over here. I like that. It's a nice, deep, chocolatey burgundy kind of shade. And I'm just going to take that with the same E25 and just darken the outer corner. Go back in and, whoops, dropped my blending brush. Go back in and blend again. Alright, so I'm going to take a break from the eyes and move on to concealer. So for concealer today, I actually got the UrbanDecay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. And I started using it a couple of days ago, and I noticed that it's super yellow on my skin, but I feel like I should have gotten the light neutral shade. This is the light warm shade, so I'm going to try it out on camera for you guys to see it and blend it out. I think the concealer is a good concealer. I'm not 100% in love with it, but I like it just because I feel like not only does it conceal, but it brightens up the areas of the face that you apply the concealer. The reason why I'm not in love with it is because, like any other concealer, it creases right underneath where I have little lines and stuff, so I will continue to try it out. To set underneath my eyes, I'm going to be using the Derma Blend Professional Setting Powder. I know I look super crazy right now, but I tend to pack on the powder because in the summertime I have the oiliest skin ever. But don't worry, it looks crazy right now, but I do buff it out. Don't worry, I will buff out the excess powder. I just have to do this because I noticed that I'm super oily. I'm the oiliest in the summertime. With a big brush, I take the same powder and just buff it all over my skin. Or pat it literally all over my skin. I'm gonna let the excess powder sit there for a minute just to bake. For liner today, I'm going to be using one of my favorites. It's the NYC Liquid Liner in black. This is the formula where it goes on glossy and then goes to matte. Alright, wings are done. And yeah, that's as good as it's going to get. So I'm going to go ahead and buff out the powder under my eyes with a nice fluffy brush. Next, I'm going to quickly fill in my brows. With the eyebrow pencil, the Brow Stylist Definer by L'Oreal in the shade Brunette. Alright, brows are done, and now I'm going to move on to mascara. Now for mascara, I'm going to be using the Tarte Tarteist mascara. I bought this a while back, put it in my mascara area of my collection and completely forgot about it. They were having a sale on this mascara, so I grabbed another one even though I haven't even tried this. So I'm going to try it for the very first time. Even off camera, I haven't tried it. On camera, I haven't tried it. So this is going to be so cool. I'm going to try this. And the packaging is really cool. It's just like splash paint of black all over the cap. It's so fancy looking and I'm excited. Now because I always do this, I am going to curl my lashes with the Tarte eyelash curler. Alright, and my eyelashes are curled. I didn't curl them too much, but maybe I should. Alright, let's do this. Before I get started, the wand, I don't know if you can see that, it's very spiky looking and there's a lot of product on this wand. So let's see how it goes. Right away, I am loving it. This is my first time using this mascara ever, and I can already tell that the bristles of the brush are coating and grabbing every single one of my lash hairs, and brushing them up. Wow, I think I need to bring you guys in just a little bit closer so you can see my lashes. Alright, so that is one coat right there, and my lashes look so pretty, so nice and separated. Alright, so there is a second coat, and yeah, I applied generously enough. I am noticing a little bit of clumping in the tips of my lashes, so I think a second coat is where I would stop. I wouldn't go in with a third because I feel like if I go in anymore, it might clump my little lash hairs together, so I'm going to leave it to 2 coats. I like it. I really do like how it separates it and the brush holds just enough product to coat every single lash hair, so this is a really nice mascara. Alright, since I'm trying out the mascara, which I am really liking so far, it's really nice and it's separating my lashes, but I realized the only thing that it's kind of a downside with it, it's not giving me too much lift. Like, it gives me just a little bit, but I love mascaras that give me the lift. But I mean, it's still a pretty nice mascara. I just have to go in with eyelash curler really, really well. And of course, I'm gonna skip falsies just because I am testing out this mascara. My eye keeps watering and I don't appreciate it. I know it feels like I'm going back and forth, but I'm just gonna go ahead and move on to the face. Now, for the face, I do have a new product, and it's not exactly new, but it is new to me, and I've been wanting it for such a long time. It is the TooFaced Sweet Tea Bronzer, and it's a Baked Luminous Glow Bronzer. I've already used it off camera, but I wanted to come on here and use it and show you guys how it looks. Taking my M527 from Morphe, and I'm just going to swirl the 2 shades together. This is such a cute blush. Hello! This is such a cute bronzer. Sometimes I can get a little carried away with bronzer, but I go back in and blend everything out again. For blush, I'm going to go ahead and use the Too Faced Sweethearts Perfect Flush Blush in the shade Peach Beach. And going in and blending. Now since this blush already has a sheen to it, I'm not going to be applying highlight today. Kind of weird, I know. But I wanted to keep it simple and sweet. So I'm going to go back to the eyes and just go in with the same shades that I used in the crease to smoke out the lower lash line just a little bit. For the inner corners, I'm going to take Sugah and just apply that into the inner corners and also highlight the brow bone. And then applying some mascara to the lower lashes. If you're going to use this mascara for your lower lashes, you have to be super careful because The base of the actual wand is like big, so I feel like it touches the lower lash line and I get mascara almost everywhere. Don't mind my eyes, they're just watering again. Alright, so we are done with the face makeup and the eye makeup. Now we're gonna move on to a lip. Now I got the KathleenLights newest shades in the mail yesterday and I don't know which one I want to use. I think I want to use 0.0. I don't know. I'm kind of a daredevil. What do you think? What do you think? What do you guys think? I think 0.0 would be nice because it's in the brown range. But 0.0 is a little bit cooler tone, so let's try 0.0, shall we? Alright, so the ones I feel like are a little bit fluffier now that I'm looking at the applicators, but this is 0.0. I think it looks nice with the look. I mean, it's a little dark, but this is actually my first time wearing 0.0, so you guys are going to have to let me know how it looks because I think it looks nice and I think it pulls the look together. Because it's more of a kind of, not a warm look, but the eyes and the face are warm and then the lips are a little cool tones, so maybe there's a little bit of balance. Maybe not. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it too late to use Bing, Mr. Bing on my waterline? I don't know. Is it? Let me try it. Mr. Bing! Hello from Friends. Alright, so Mr. Bing pencil is not showing up on my waterline as much as I hoped it would. And it's actually making my eyes water. This is why I don't wear liner, because liner tends to just disappear on my waterline because my eyes, they just water all the time. It's a beautiful shade. It's like a dark brown, a nice chocolatey brown. I just wish that, I wish there was a little bit more creamy to apply in the waterline. Maybe not. So before I forget to mention, all of these products that you see on my face will be listed down below so you guys can use that as a reference. And also the products to KathleenLights and Colourpop are available already to purchase, so I will leave the link to Colourpop website down below. I did buy these all with my own money and I love the shades. The formula is super creamy. It's comfortable on the lips. These are the Ultra Satin lips. So they're not the matte ones. They're not drying. They're very comfortable. And the applicator wand, I did notice it's kind of fluffy, similar to the ones in the metallic lips, which was different for me. But I saw it and I definitely feel like there's more product in the bottle as opposed to the metallic lips. But yeah, I ordered some of their ultra glossy, so I can't wait for those to come in so I can lip swatch those for you guys. So that is it. This is the completed look. I really hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below, and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do have some lip swatch videos coming up, and I did not forget about the CoverGirl Katy Kat matte lips because I know some of you were requesting that. So that video is coming up. I am going to be working. I won't be having any videos up until later on next week, so I'm really sorry about that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I hope you guys have an amazing week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye. I've been loving all of these brushes. These are actually part of the Elite 2 collection, and I didn't even know this when they were sending me these brushes. I was like, these are the E brushes, the E series, but I didn't know because the tips of the brushes